Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, for this lesson, SQL in Excel, let's have a demo. So, uh, for example, your IS wants you to generate a certain report. It's a very simple report as follows. You have to list um, a report from a certain table with a certain filter. In this case, the ship method should be federal shipping, and you have to show only certain columns or fields. For example, in this case, shipped country, ship date, customer, and freight. And then this list has to be generated in a separate worksheet in the same file. So it's very simple. And this is our mock table for this exercise. Now, how do we do this the Excel way? Okay, step one, let's introduce a filter in this list as follows. Sort and filter, then click on the filter. So that's step one. Step two, now we have to filter according to the description, which is choose this one, federal shipping. So click on ship via, unselect all, and then select federal shipping. That would be step three. Step four, we have to hide certain columns because he only wants this field shown. So according to the description, we have to hide order ID as follows, hide. We also have to hide these two columns, hide, and then ship via. Although it's in the criteria, it doesn't need to be shown in the report. Hide, okay? Then this list has to be copied in a new worksheet. So step 5, create a new worksheet. Click on this plus icon and then just copy with, let's highlight everything after processing. Copy, that's step 6. And paste. You have to put your cursor on the first cell A1 and paste. And then resize the column so that everything will be shown. And then, so that's step 7 already. And lastly, maybe you want to rename this into something logical, right? Like, let's rename this report Excel. Okay. So that's it. Um, it still took us like maybe 2 minutes. And I'll show you the steps we did. So these are actually the steps that we did. But if you look closely, it so happens that the report is actually half baked because if you notice in the requirement, we have to have a certain order of the columns, which is not the original order of the table. We have to move certain field. Okay, this one. We have to move certain fields to the left and to the right. Like ship country has to be moved first, followed by ship date, customer, and then freight. So that's an additional 3 or 4 more steps, which would take us another 2 or 3 minutes. Now let's do this the SQL way, shall we? So first, let's undo everything, unhide, and let's also unhide the first column. How do we do that? Okay, wait, just have to. Mhm. Let's also unhide. Okay, there. And then we have to, okay, let's retain the filter. We don't need that. So first we have to click on the SQL analysis tab. And this is where we, so to speak, do our automation. So I will now show you that the 7 previous XLWay steps will now be done using 3 lines of code in the same panel. Sorry. So the first keyword is select. So this is the counterpart of hiding and unhiding certain columns that we only need to see. So in the report, it says that first we need to see the ship country, comma, followed by the ship date, comma, followed by, I think it's the customer. Yep, customer. Then lastly, the freight. Notice how IntelliSense is working here, and you don't have to type everything, just the first few letters, like one or two. And you have to pick on, and you just have to choose on the pop-up options that comes out. Okay, isn't that good? So the next keyword would be the from, and this is where we choose the tables. Well, in this case, we only have one table, but imagine if we have many tables, many worksheets in the same file. Sorry. So in this case, we type the first few, and look, it pops up. The last keyword would be the where. This is the counterpart of the filter. So we will again choose this ship via column to implement our filter. So ship via, and then this is how we do this. You equate it to a certain value. In this case, it should be federal shipping. And then, well, this is just a recommendation, but statements are always ended by a semicolon. But just the same, even without a semicolon, this will run. So click on run. Okay. Did it generate the same number of rows? Yep, 255. And this one, it's 255. Okay. So first advantage. Notice that you don't have to create a new worksheet. It automatically creates for you. So you only have to rename it. So let's just rename this report SQL to distinguish it from XLWay. And that's it. And this is actually a complete report because look, the order has been fulfilled. Let's paste this up. See, the order has been fulfilled. Ship country, ship date, customer, and freight. Without us using the going on onto the hassle of rearranging columns. So those are two advantages already. The third advantage is the speed. Look, if you notice, if you add up all of these stages in the execution, it still took 1 minute, close to, I mean, 1 second, just 1 second to execute, plus around less than a minute to create the script itself. So 1 minute versus 5 to 6 minutes is a lot of difference. And mind you, this is just a simple report. In the real world, our superiors might challenge us to generate something like this. It's a very complicated report, and let's dissect this quickly. So I've added here some additional criteria, which I will also discuss in the course. So I've added here an aggregation requirement. We have to sum a certain column, and we have to group the sum. So the other term for that, I think, is subtotal. We have to generate subtotals for every country, and not only that, for every ship date within each country. And another addition that I added here is the wildcard. So it says here you only have to show me calculations for those countries beginning in certain letters, in this case SW. Next, the sorting has two requirements. So of course, logically, you have to sort the country alphabetically, but for the freight cost, he wants it in reverse order, meaning from highest to lowest. Um, well, correct me if I'm wrong. In the Excel way, you cannot execute two sorts at a time, right? If you have to sort it, for example, by column A, you cannot do a second subsort that follows after you sorted A into, let's say, a column B. So if you sort by column A and then you decide to sort by column B, you cannot retain the sorting you did in column A. So in that case, this is another solution offered by SQL, and so many more, as I shall discuss in the whole course. So thank you for listening.